comparison, Guruji. Compare between those two.
You are concerned with 1 and 2, right?
That is correct, Guruji. When compared, yes, Guruji.
Okay. First, we'll see individually, and then you find out why you are feeling like that. It will be clear to you. The consonants except nasals. Okay. What are the consonants of except nasal? What are nasals? K, k, g, g, no is a nasal. Ch, 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 ya is nasal. Then similarly, all the first 4 letters. So there's k, k, g, g, ch, ch, j, j. That's what it means. The consonants except nasals and semivowels. And if you want to find out what semivowels are, go to the first page when you see there's a table. Then he tells you which are the semivowels and which are the yavarala, like that. So semivowels are ya, ra, la, va. They are the semivowels. So that's the table. And you see they come after the what you call the nasals. So you are talking about only the first 20, 4 from each. The other 20 Vyanjanas. And there's also her there, but we'll forget about her for a second. Then, what he's saying, if you see those, so we'll concentrate on them. Which one gets changed? The last letter of the first word gets changed. So let's see what is happening. That's called the hard consonant, and substitute the first letter of the group at consonant. The consonant except nasals and semivowels when followed by hard consonants. Okay. And followed by hard consonants. What are the hard consonants? K, k. Then the next one, ch, ch. Then next one was t, t, th, th, and p, f. These are the hard consonants. The other ones, g, g, they are soft consonants. So out of any of these ones, if they are followed by hard consonants, then substitute the first letter of their group of consonants. So what happens now? Vipat. So what happens? Vipat. The has to be replaced by the same group. What are the hard consonants from the the group? The, vipad, the, and th. So the th is the first one. So the becomes th. So vipat kalaha. So the belongs to the th group. The first letter of the th group is th. So the becomes th. Vipat kalaha. So you see the examples here. But Virad Purushaha. Po is a hard consonant. And it sees the, so it becomes to the T group. And the first letter of the T group is T, hard consonant. So it becomes Virat Purushaha. Same thing, Sad, Sat, Karaha. Surud, Surut, Kridati. Then Dig. Dig is K, K, then G, G. So it belongs to K. So the G becomes G. K. So Dikpadaha. Shud Vipasa. Shud Vipasa. So what you're seeing, the last letter, you watch that. What is it? If it's a consonant of any group, so that it takes the first letter of that group. When does it take it? When the next letter is a hard consonant. That's what it said. So that's what we said, Virat Purusha. So that is the church Sandhi. Now the difference between Jashat to Sandhi. Let's make the difference between Cha and So. Jhalam Jashante. So now, what is Jhal? What are the letters in Jhal? If you want to know them, you have to go back to the Maheshwari Sutra. So that is given in English word here. The consonants except nibbles at the end of a word when followed by a vowel or a soft consonant. So now we are talking about the second word which is followed, and that is a vowel or a soft. Take the third letter of the root. Okay. Now, the consonants except nasals at the end of a word. So that is the word. In thick, K is the last word, Ch is the last word, Jagat is the last word. The consonant except at the end of a word, when followed by a vowel, that's the beginning of the second word. Take the third letter of the group. Which one takes it? Always the last letter of the first word, one to the left. So here now, Dik Gajaha. So he goes back, it sees that Ga, and so the Ka goes to Dik Gajaha. Ach, O, it sees a vowel. So Ch, J, it goes to J. Ajantaha. Jagat, Ta, Tha, Da. So Ta becomes the Jagadishaha. Prag. Ka becomes Ka, Kha, Ga. It goes to Ga. Prag Eva. Parivrat. Ta is hard. And then it sees Va. Va is a semi-vowel, soft. So we'll have to semi-vowel. We'll convert Ta to Da. Up, Pa, Fa, Ba. It goes to Ba. Up. Abghataha. Dik, again Ga. Dik, Gambaraha, Digambaraha. So I think they are very clear if you just stop and read the rules. So I don't know what the problem you have. So now you tell me what is your problem. What makes it difficult for you to understand this? Then I will try to explain.
It's very clear now, Guruji.
Okay.
Very clear.
Okay. Now, shall we go to the Visarga Sandhi, or do we have some more questions? Anybody? Okay, Rohit. We'll go to, okay, all right. Now that is 12.3, Visarga Sandhi. You are seeing 4 of them, then I'll just give you one more extra. Ukara Sandhi. What is Ukara? Now, what is Visarga? Like you see Ramaha, Krishnaha, Diggajaha, anything like that. There are words that are ending with Visarga. Then the letter next has to follow. So that's what we are saying. If a Visarga is preceded by a, like a Ramaha, the word in Ramaha end is Visarga. The one letter before that Visarga is a Rama, Krishna. It's not Ramaha, no, it is Ramaha, Krishnaha, Tanujaha. No, Tanujaha. So Ja is a. So here it's followed by then soft consonant. If a Visarga is preceded by and is followed by a soft consonant. What are the soft consonants? In the Ka group, Ka are hard. So no, they're all hard. Then what is saying? Then the Visarga is changed to U. Visarga is changed to U. So it's like Krishnaha, Archaha, Shivaha, Archaha. So in Shivaha, Visarga, and then before that is A. So what happens to the Visarga? Shiva plus U. Shiva plus U becomes Shivo, because it's a Guna Sandhi, Shivo. Then you have a, it is followed by A. If it sees A, you essentially change it to an Avagraha China, like an S. So when you say Shivorchaha, Shivorchaha, if you see an Avagraha China or S, you know that there has been A. Sometimes people don't write it. For example, there is a kind of a shloka. Shivoham, Shivoham. So if you write Shivoham, Shivo, without any, what you call the avagraha chinna, Shivoham, then people who know the language very well, they are the ones who will be identifying that one, that there's a should have been there, vigraha chinna would have been there, then would have identified as it. But recently, in most of the books, you will find that avagraha chinna. Sometimes the Vedic literature, some of the suktas when you're reading, it may not be there. Okay? But here what you're seeing, Shivaha Archaha, Shivojaha. Ramaha api, Ramo, then avagraha chinna, Ramopi. Kaha ayam. Kaha ayam. So if you know some of the stotras from Shankaracharya's Bhajagovinam, Kastum koham kuta ayataha, kome janani, kome tataha. So here they write kome, then there's no problem. But then is the other words like shivoham, etc. Koyam. Then you have to write ko and then avagraha chinna. So what we did is kahaha. That visarga we make it u, a plus u becomes o. Then we replace a with that avagraha chinna, right? Koyam. So then other one is adhaha gati, adho gati. Notice what happened now. Adhaha, we see visarga, and then before that is a. Then the next one is ga. Then you just write shivo or adho gati. The difference is there. There's a space between adho and gati, and it's not like starting with the next letter a. So it's left like as is, adho gati. But when you see adho gati, and if you want to go and look into the dictionary, you may not find the word adho. You have to know the Sanskrit. Adho is possibly a 99% adha plus u, so it has to be adha gatihi. Then it will make sense when you're reading and trying to translate any word. Manaha balam, mano balam. Manaha balam, that's it, strength of your mind. So that is the ukasandi. You see it in many, many places when you're reading. So that's one. The next one is a lopa. Lopa means it's missing. It's invisible for us. But actually, the grammarians who are really following to the rule, they will tell you, hey, even though you don't see it, but actually it is there. So if we want it, we can make it visible. So here, some rules are there. If a visarga is followed by a, remember, not followed, is preceded by a, and is followed by any vowel or a soft consonant, the visarga is dropped. So the next letter has to start, the first letter of the next word has to start with a vowel, a, I, E, O, etc. and soft consonant. So what are the soft consonants? Go, go, ch. Then for the ch group, ch, like that. We'll see some. Ashwaha ami, ashwa ami. Then you may ask this question, when there's ashwa ami, why not a plus a? We make the sandhi. What is the sandhi?
Swara sandhi.
Swara sandhi. First one. Okay. O plus a becomes a plus a becomes a again. So we don't see the sandhi. Why has they not made that? They have not made the sandhi to indicate that there was a visarga. And you say when ashwa ami, you should not do ashwami. It's wrong. Because they have specifically left the space to indicate there are two different words. Similarly, putraha, jataha, putra jataha, children are born, sons are born. Ashwaha dhavanti. Now here it's very easy. Ashwa dhavanti. Now if you look at the verb dhavanti, it is a verb for the plural, subject which is plural. But when you say ashwa, ashwa doesn't say that it is plural because it has dropped visarga. Because actually, ashwaha, ashwaha, ashwau, ashwaha. So ashwa dhavanti is correct because they have dropped the visarga. Ashwami, putra jataha, ashwa dhavanti, jana gachanti. What means jana gachanti? There's nothing, no word like jana. Janaha, janau, janaha. So it is janaha gachanti. So people are going. Taraha uditaha. The stars have risen at night. In the evening when you go out and see, you can say, oh, the stars have shown up now. Tara. Hataha gajaha. Hataha gajaha means the elephants have been killed. So here we notice it gets dropped. There are other ones also where they get dropped. If a visarga is preceded by a like the previous one and is followed by any vowel other than the short a, the visarga is dropped. Kuta agataha, kuta agataha. So here there is no a because if there is an a, we'll be dropping that like the previous one. So and then make kuto. So we are not doing any of that one here. You say only kuta agataha nara iva. You don't say nara iva. So you cannot do that. Make a guna sandhi. Chandraha udeti, chandra udeti. What means in the sky the moon has risen. Devaha Rishihi, Deva Rishi. Deva, God is a Rishi or Rishi is like a God. Krishnaha eti. The word is eti. Krishna comes. So, kaha eshaha, ka eshaha. You don't make plus is ka eshaha. No, you cannot do that. Because if the words are left different, they indicate there is a vowel. Then the other part is if any consonant or vowel except short a follows, notice saha and eshaha. Saha means he, esha is this. Okay, the visarga is dropped. So sa agachati. Don't make it sa agachati. You cannot make sa agachati. That doesn't mean anything. Saha Shambhu, Sa Shambhu, Esha Vishnu. And the last part is very simple. Bho is used to call somebody. Bho. Especially man. I can say Bho Swami, Bho Rohit. But then for a woman, we don't say Bho. But Hala, Hala Shweta, Hala Shana. Sandhya, Hala Shirisha. We don't say Bho. No, we don't say that to the ladies. Or we can say Bhavati. Bhavati. Bhavati is okay. Bhavati Sandhya, Bhavati. But for men, then it is Bhavan. Okay? For Strilinga, it will use Bhavati. But here, if you want to address Bho Shirisha, no, that's wrong. That's rude. You are addressing the lady as a man. You should not do that. So you say hala. Okay? So when the word is bho is there, bho achita, agho, yahi. Agho is, this is another reason for saying, oh, like that exclamation. Bhagoho. Bhaga is a kind of a word indicating person with lot of qualities or a group of qualities. You can see what Bhaga will say in the dictionary. There are 6 qualities are involved. A lot of faith, lot of strength and things like that. Bho, Bhago Namaste. Most people with those qualities are Namaskar people. So especially when you see words separated with a Bho starting, there is a. So we saw 4 cases in here. The first case is there is a visarga just behind that is a. So visarga is replaced with u, becomes with o, and then if it is followed by a, we just put a avagrachana like a yes. Next one is if the second one, the instead of a, there is a a before the visarga, and then the next word starts with vowels or soft consonants, we drop that also. But in the third case, what we are going to do is utaha, naraha, asaham, and we are seeing these vowels. Okay, followed by any vowel other than the short they are going to be kuta agata. Because kuta plus a doesn't take sandhi, or e doesn't take sandhi. So it shows that there is a visarga and it has been dropped. Then the last one is okay, saha and esha, they're kind of coming more often in the literature, so they drop it out. And bho. So these are the main sandhis right now. Any questions so far? We'll have practice with some other words only, then we'll do that. After this, we'll spend the whole hour. I'll bring some sandhis too, and then we can do that. There are some examples which are given in the book. We'll try that one. So let's go to the white book and see if we can take some examples. Okay, here I am going to consider sandhi. And visarga sandhi are on page 155, I think. Take a book there and see if we can go there. Ukara sandhi. Balo hasati. Balaha hasati. Shivo vandyaha. Shivaha vandyaha. Rajo gacchati. Raja gacchati. Ramo jayati. Ramaha jayati. Rama. Notice so bravi. Notice in so bravi, there is a avagrachana and so. To make it saha abravit, he said. Shivo archaha. Shivaha archaha. Then balo asti. Balaha asti. That means bala is there. Oyam. Koyam. Koyam kaha ayam. Balo jalpati. Where to balaha jalpati. What is jalpati? Do you know what jalpati? Jalpa is the anyone? If huh? Jalpa is a verb. Do you know the meaning of it? No? Look into the dictionary. Interesting. Example.
Talk, speech.
Yeah.
What's
Conversation.
250.
See, there's a difference between vadati and jalpati. When you say vadati, is clearly understood, it's meaningful. And they use the word jalpati, there's a slight difference. What's the difference? Somebody is talking, doesn't make much sense. We can say blabbering would be more appropriate for jalpati. Or he's speaking in such a way we can't hear what's going on, what he's talking about. He's speaking in his own mouth or something like that, not audible, but we can make out what it is. So in that case, you can use the word jalpati. You don't use the word. Vadati is when he speaks clearly what he's talking about, he wants to communicate. Jalpati, some children say, so we don't know. The mother only understands the child. You can use the, balakaha jalpati, you can say. But very rarely the adults do it. But if some of the adults do it, they have a stuttering problem or they are half drunk or whatever. So remember the difference between Jalpati and Vadati. Okay, next one is
Guruji, so in
Yes.
that, is there like another sandhi with Jalpaha and Ati? Is that like
no.
another sandhi,
no.
or is that
No, what it is the word with Jalpa po is half. Okay, then
Mhm.
it comes to the Prathamagana. So what you have to do is Jalpa plus
Okay.
plus Titaha Anti. They are the suffixes for the Vartamana Kala. Prathama Purusha Ekvachan. So Jalpati is Prathama Purusha Ekvachan. Here, what we say, Balaha. One single person. So in the Prathama Purusha Ekvachan there, then we are Balaha Jalpati is appropriate. Because Jalpati is in the Prathama Vibhakti. Okay? Ekvachan. Titaha Anti Sitaha. Then Dhavati Titaha Anti, like Ashwaha Dhavati. Now notice it. Shito Vayuhu. Shito
Shita.
Vayu. Shitaha Vayu. What is Shita?
Cold.
cold?
Cold air, cold rain, cold Vayu. Govindoham.
Govinda.
Govindaha.
Govindaha. Aham. Govinda. I am Govinda. Govindo. Shivam. Shiva. I am Shiva. Brahmasmi. Brahma.
Brahma Asmi.
Asmi. Brahmasmi becomes. There's nothing there.
Brahma Asmi. Brahma Asmi.
Brahmasmi. But you say A plus A is A. There's nothing there, no visarga something.
Brahmaha.
No, not Brahma. It will be Brahmosmi. If Brahma is there, no, it's not Brahma. The word is Brahma. No, here's Govinda. Jyosi.
Nyeyosi.
It's not
Nyeyosi.
Nyeyosi.
Nyeyaha.
Yeyaha
Asi.
Neha Asi. And you know it. Ksharo Bhavaha. Ksharo Ksharaha Bhava.
Bhavaha.
Do you know what Kshara is?
Milk.
Hmm?
Tira is milk.
Oh.
Say one at a time, slowly. Kshara, what's meaning? No, tell me now. Three were talking at one
Destroy?
time. What is Kshara?
Is
Water.
it destroy?
No, look at the dictionary. Let's see what Kshara is.
It is followed by bhavaha. I'm thinking that is meaning. So meaning of something.
Yeah, bhava is meaning. I'm asking word, what is Kshara? Kshara bhava. Bhava means feeling or what's happening there. What is Kshara?
I don't have this.
The ksha comes in ka and the sha becomes ksha. So you have to look into the section in ka and go at almost near the end. In ka group only. Almost near the end.
Melting away.
Say that again?
Melting away.
Melting away. One. What is the other?
Perishable. Perishable.
Perishable. In other words, kshara is indicating melting away, perishable, destroyable.
Yeah.
Okay. In other words, it decays, decayable. So you can mean that kshara bhava is indicating the feeling that is going to deteriorate. It's not going to stay for a long time. And there's a kshara bhava. Soham. What is soham?
Saha plus
Aha, aha. So the word soham used most of the places there, saham means when they're talking about the Vedantic language, saha is that Parameshwara, I am Parameshwara. So or you can say they refer to somebody who has done that. That's me. If you want to say, Soham is that's me. I'm instead of that person. So, or you can, I'm that person. That's Soham. Okay. So now Lopasandhi. Vruddha yanti.
Vruddhaha plus yanti.
Okay. Now I want you to notice the word Vruddha yanti. Yanti is a verb. What is it? Is it for a subject which is plural, dual, or single? It's for yanti, gacchati, gacchataha, gacchanti.
Plural.
So yanti is for plural. So you are looking for a subject which is plural. So here is giving vruddha. That has to be vruddhaha.
Okay.
Then if you want to say some old lady is going, yati, vruddha yati is okay. When you say vruddha yanti, vruddhaha yanti, it could be men. Vruddha, vruddha, vruddhaha. Vruddha means a man who is old. Vruddha is an old lady. So vruddha yanti, if you are to interpret or translate it, men or ladies, old. So you can only see, you have to say old people are going or old people go. But if it is vruddha yanti is correct. Vruddhaha yanti or vruddha yanti means it's indicating plural or subject. If it is a single lady, it has to be vruddhayati. So you have to interpret here vruddha as plural and not singular because the verb is plural. Okay. Similarly, ta gacchati. It doesn't make much sense. Ta te taha, ta te taha. So again, like sa. Sa is mala. Saha sau taha. Like that. Here, once again, sa gachanti, plural. Sa taha gachanti. Rama agacchati. Ramaha agacchati. Notice there is no sandhi. You should not make it Rama agacchati. No. Wrong. Ramaha agacchati. Eshaha ichchati. Esha separated. Eshaha. You should not make Eshai. Sa agacchati. Bala dhavanti. These are lopasandhis. Because we know they are there, but for writing purposes and speaking purposes, we don't use it. But they are there because they have to be there. Otherwise, we cannot use these verbs. Then sakhadati, putra jataha, taravajitaha, chandrodeti, narayura, kaha eshaha. There's the space that's missing. Kaha esha. Nitya yukta upasate. Comes from the Bhagavad Gita. Any question? I can't hear the question. What's the question? Okay, if no question there, next one is Kama Kama Lavante Devata Bhaktaha Anta. There's nothing there. You can say Antaha. Arjuna Uvacha. We read that in Sanskrit, right? But notice when you say Arjuna Uvacha, if there is no visarga there, there's a wrong. But for short purposes, by making the sandhi, you can say Arjuna Uvacha, that's correct. If you have to split the sandhi, they ask you to split the sandhi, you have to say Arjunaha Uvacha. Bhagavan Vacha. No. Bhagavanaha.
Bhagavanaha uvacha.
No. Because the word Bhagavan is okay. Because Bhagavan is the word itself in the Prathama Vibhakti. Krishna or Krishna Uvacha, that's okay. Arjuna Uvacha in Gita all the time.
One question, Guruji.
Yes.
So, Guruji, in the Lopaha, this kind of sandhis, we have about 20 plus words examples. For example, Arjuna Uvacha. So let us think someone writes Arjuna Uvacha. It almost sounds like it should be Arjuna Uvacha. But because...
No, wait a minute. He should write Arjuna Uvacha. But he says, look here, I'm allowed to make sandhis and they expect me to make sandhis. Then he writes only Arjuna Uvacha. But a grammarian, if you want to make sense of that, the word Arjuna cannot be used in that sense, only Arjuna. If you want to use the word Arjuna only, then Hey Arjuna. Once again, the word will indicate there's a Sambodhana you're addressing. But then the word doesn't match. Okay? So you have to be careful when the only Arjuna is used. But depending on the word, we can make out whether there is a Prathama Vibhakti word, then you have to make Arjuna.
Guruji, for Bhagavan uvacha, what is it? It is just Bhagavan uvacha? Or?
Bhagavan is the word. Bhagavan is the Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachan Shabda.
So,
Because the original word is Bhagavat. And then when you decline like Ramaha, Ramaha, it becomes Bhagavan, Bhagavantau, Bhagavantaha.
so is there any sandhi there for Bhagavan uvacha?
No, you can,
Okay.
you can make the sandhis. Bhagavan Uvacha put together.
Yeah.
Bhagavan Uvacha.
Nuvacha,
But
yeah.
what happens is it doesn't sound right, so they want to leave it most of the time separate. But if you see something like that put together, you have to separate out and see what the meaning is.
Okay, because in the script Arjuna uvacha, there is Arjuna separate word uvacha, but for Bhagavan uvacha, it is like you said nuvacha. Bhagavan uvacha.
Yeah, Bhagavan Uvacha. You can make it Bhagavan Uvacha, Bhagavanu Vacha.
Bhagavanu. Oh, okay.
Because the word is Bhagavan.
Okay.
But if you say Krishna Vacha, okay. Krishna Vacha,
No.
you make that. Okay, now we can go to the next one if you have no questions, because we have another 15-20 minutes. So we can, there's a Refa Sandhi, Lopa Sandhi, then we are going to the Refa Sandhi. And it's kind of an interesting, it brings a R and you'll see that why and how it comes. If a Visarga is preceded by any vowel other than A, remember now, anything other than A, or A, and is followed by any vowel or a soft consonant, then the Visarga is changed to R. Harir, Harirayam. Gati, Riyam, Ravi, Udeti, then Ravi, Udeti, Munihi, Munir Bhajati, Kavehe Buddhi, Kaver Buddhi, Gurur Buddhi, Gurur Graham, Gurur Vacham, Gurur Pashyati, the Guru Pashyati, Guru Pashyati. So having changed the Visarga to Ra, if the first letter of the following word is against Ra, Ra, the third word, disappears. Like Harihi, Ramya, Hari Ramya. Now notice, Hari, there is a Ra in this, but there is a what we call Harir. Hari, then Visarga, the Visarga becomes Ra, Harir, Ramya. Then you can see I don't want to use the double r. I'll just say Hari Ramya is easy to speak. Now notice Hari is a plural. Hari, Harayaha. Kavihi, Kavi, Kavayaha. So now you have a problem. Hari Ramyaha. What's the problem? The first one looks like a dual, then Ramya is a singular word. Akaranta, Ramaha, Ramava. So now what you have to interpret that Hari is actually a singular word, Hari. But there is a visarga. So Harihi, Ramya. This is something which you learn how to interpret. Example, Nir Rasaha. What happened? Ni Rasaha. Because Ni becomes Dirgha. Shambhur Rajate. Shambhu Rajate. No, it becomes Shambhu. So it becomes an extra. You bring that one extra. Shambhu, Bhratu. Then Pitaraha. Pita, Pitarau, Pitaraha. That becomes dual. So these are some of the changes are there. When you see the Arefa Sandhi, you have to be careful in interpreting. And it's not difficult because you will see that once you start reading it, anytime the rough comes in, you will be able to separate out the Sandhi very easily. This one is kind of interesting type of thing. Manastapaha. Ramaha tishtati. Vishnu Strata, Vishnu Strata. So when you see the third group there, that Visarga becomes so. Okay. Then what happens to the other groups? Third group. Third brings show.
Chirping.
Third groups brings show. So you have what you have got? To, then cho, and the, so, then show. But you can say that you like it. Then you have the third group, then third group. Or you can start with cho, to, depending on. But usually people give it in this form only. To comes in when, so comes in when you see the third group, then you see the cho group, then you bring sho, and Rama, and the third group, you bring sho. Good examples are there in Bhagavad Gita, and we can take some of them here. Here say, Harishete. And then they give an option. What's the option? You can write separately. Harishete is okay, or Harishete is okay. In this case, you have some option. Suptaha Shishu, Supta Shishu, or Supta Shishu. Kavi Shrunoti. Kavi is listening. You can have that show. So, Lopa, then we have seen the Lopa, and then we have seen the Refa, and then we see the Sakar. These are the major sandhis in Visarga. And I think there's one more somewhere there, then when I see it, I'll tell you. But right now, these are the four which you have to study. So here we complete the sandhi section. Now, some of them are difficult, some of them are easy to solve the sandhi. And you learn only when you start reading. Okay, here given in page 106 of Bhagavad Gita. Karmani vadhikaraste is one good. You see that one? You have the last section or 13th section. I just happened to pick that one, so I'm just reading that. Karmani vadhikaraste. So they are made sandhis. How do you separate out? Anybody wants to try it on their own now? Karmanyevadhikarasya word. Notice here, karmanye, no and ya has come in. So anytime ya comes in, what you have to think?
Karmani.
Yansam.
E. You understand? E is there. So karmani eva becomes karmanyeva. Karmani eva. Then evadhikaraste. So you can see that a plus a is there. Karmani
Eva adhika.
plus eva plus adhikaraste. Adhikaraha te. Because third group is there, so there's a sa there. So adhikaraha te. Karmanyeva adhikaraste. Let's see different sandhis are here. Karmani and eva. Which sandhi is that?
Yana.
Yana sandhi.
Yana. Then
Swara sandhi.
evadhikaraste evadhikaraha
Savarna.
dirgha sandhi. Savarna dirgha sandhi. Then adhikaraste is a visarga sandhi. So you see these kind of words put together, but you need to know all the different sandhis, then only it makes it. Okay. Here notice the word in the second. Glanir bhavati. Glanir bhavati.
Glanihi bhavati.
Glanihi bhavati. That's a repa sandhi.
Where is it, Guruji?
That is in the following one only. Yada yada
okay.
hidarasya
Glanir
bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham. So split srujamyaham.
Srujami plus aham.
Srujami plus aham. Tadatmanam.
Tat plus atmanam.
Tada tat is okay,
Plus Atman.
but it's tada atmanam. Tada atmanam. A plus A becomes tada.
Okay.
Tada atmanam. Abhyuthana tada, at that time, anytime there is a degradation in the quality of life, the gunas are disappearing, people are misbehaving, I'm going to create myself. Srujami aham. Glanir bhavati. Okay, go to the next one at the bottom, number 4.
Patram pushpam.
Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Yo me bhaktya prayachati. Yo me. Yo me. Yaha me. Yaha me. Mama me. Patram pushpam phalam toyam prayachati. Yaha, whoever offers,
Leaves,
flower, fruits to me. What happened? Tadaham.
Plus aham.
Now you need to split the sandhis in the next one. Bhaktyupahatamashnaami.
Bhakti plus upahrutam plus ashnami.
Yeah. Bhakti upahrutam ashnami. Tad aham bhakti upahrutam ashnami prayatnatmadaha. So bhakti upahrutam, one who has brought this one of phala and pushpa with devotion, then I will eat it, I will enjoy it. No, I'm just talking to you. See if I can give one more example of okay. Here. You have a white book with you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Go to page like 170 or 171.
Opening prayers.
Now opening prayers for the Tulsi Ramayana. Go to number 6. Yanmaya Vashavarti Vishwamakilam Brahma Adidevasura Yat Satvadam Rashaiva Bhati Sakadam Rajau Yatahir Brahmaha. Look at the word Brahma Adidevasura. Then Yatha, then that is Brahma Adidevasuraha. Because there is a lopa, Visarga has dropped. Yat Satvad Amrashaiva. Yat Satvat Amrusha Eva. Amrushaiva Amrusha Eva. Sandhi there. Bhati Sakaram Rajjam Yathahir Brahmaha. See if we can split the sandhis there. Yathahir Brahmaha. What are the different words there?
Yathahehe Brahmaha.
Okay. Again one there is one. Yatha
Yatha
Ahehe. Yatha Ahehe Brahmaha. Yatha means like. What is the Ahehe? Like Kavehe. The word is Ahi. Like Kavehe. So Ahehe. You need to know the word Ahi. Ahi is a serpent. Yatha Ahehe Brahmaha. Like the misconception of or conceiving of a serpent. Rajau. Rajau is a rope. You are thinking Raj, that's rope as a serpent. When you are misconceiving. I will give you next one is Bhavambodhe Stitir Shavatam. Bhavambodhe Stitir Shavatam.
Bhavami.
No. No. Bhavambo. Bhava Ambudhe. Bhava Ambudhe. Bhavambodhe Stitir Shavatam. Because the Visarga sees ta, so it becomes Bhavambodhe Stitir Shavatam. I'll take one more example and we'll stop. And that is, you go to Aranya Kanda. First line, Dharmataro Viveka Jaladhehe. Is there a sandhi? Dharmataror Viveka Jaladhehe. Taro.
Dharmataroho
Taroho.
plus Viveka Jaladhehe.
Jaladhe. Dharmataroho. What is Taroho? Taruhu.
Trees.
Guroho.
Trees.
Dharma. Yeah, there is a ta there. That's why it becomes, okay? No, there's a wa there. So it becomes a ra. Dharma taroho. Dharma taru. We know taru is a tree, like a guru. What is taroho then? Of Ramasya Ramayo Guruho. Okay? Dharma taroho. So you have to then go back and interpret what taro, dharmataru, dharmataroho, like that. So what we have done, we have finished the sandhis and we'll take next week for kind of exercises. So please read, and you're going to find difficulty when you're doing the exercises. Then you go back and forth with the books. So we'll do that next week. Okay?
Which exercises, Guruji?
Yeah, we'll do the exercises
In the class?
in the class.
Okay.
I'll bring some examples and you have to do it. And then if we finish, we'll take up some other topic. All right? Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om